John Spriggs here with Cutthroat Anglers. I'm going to be showing you how to tie a Purple Haze today, a Parachute Adams variation. Really easy one to tie. If you get this thing down, you can tie them olive BWOs, tie them red for the quills. You can tie them super small in purple or black for midges. So it's a super good one to have in the bag. The Purple Haze crushes it. Pretty universal. You can use it in a lot of different hatches, so it's a great one to have. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by tying our purple thread in, and we're just going to go just past 50%, so about 60% if you're counting from the back of the hook up. So you're going to be near center, a little closer to the front of the hook. So we're just going to clip that off. So we're going to tie in the tail. You can use some different material. I'm going to use a pheasant tail with some nice red, purple tips to it. And I'm just going to pull out just about 6 or 7 strands of the pheasant tail. And then I'm going to measure it. And I want to measure about a hook shank in length for the tail. We're going to tie that in. So we're going to bring it back. To the back of the hook. We're going to bring it back forward. We're going to clip the excess off there. Next, we need the post. Okay, so today I'm going to do the high vis orange. Great for guiding, just because it helps, the clients see the flies. Obviously, it'll help you see the flies better too. You can use white as well. There's a bunch of different material. I'm going to be using the Polypro McFlyland high vis orange today. So we're going to measure about a hook length and let that hang in front of the fly. You can let it hang little extra because you can always trim it. We're just going to tie that down and we're going to clip the back end of that off. As we do that, we're going to just build a little bit of an abdomen and taper it. So we're going to just build it up a little bit right here. Have a nice taper. Then we're going to go in front of the post, hold the post up, and you're just going to put about 5, 6, 7 wraps in until that post is standing straight up. So if you wrap it nice and tight in front of the post, it's going to stand that post straight up. Then the next step is we're going to wrap the thread and start wrapping it around the post. This can be definitely challenging because the post can move on you as you're wrapping. So once you get it locked in, I like to kind of hold the post up as I'm wrapping up. As you get more wraps in there, it should hold. And we're just going to wrap up the post a little bit. And then you're going to wrap back down and hang that thread right in front of the post. And we're going to take some grizzly hackle. You can use some different colors. I'm going to use this grizzly hackle today. You can get a hackle measure too. I'm just going to eyeball it. So definitely if you want, you can get a hackle measure. It'll let you know the length of the hackle that you need for the hook. I'm going to eyeball it. If it's a little big, it's not the end of the world. It helps it float a bit. The fish don't seem to mind too much. So then we're going to wrap that hackle after we've attached it to the base of that post. We're going to wrap it up the post, so it should be sticking about straight up. So now with my hands, I'm just going to wrap the hackle downward. You want to definitely wrap it a decent amount because that's what's going to help keep that fly afloat. Once you feel like you've got a decent amount of wraps with that hackle, you just take your thread and you keep wrapping it around the post. And all it takes is about 3 wraps. Then you're going to let it hang in front of the post. It might pull some of those hackle fibers down, and we can trim that later. I like to now trim my post, whatever length you kind of like there, just so you can have some visibility there. And then I'm going to take the hackle feathers And when I whip finish, I like to just pull all those feathers back. And with the whip finish, I like to build the head of the fly. And if it traps some of those, it's okay, because we're gonna trim it a little bit at the end just to clean it up. We'll have all the materials listed for you. So then I like to get underneath the bottom side, just trim any of those hackle feathers that are sticking downward. Clean your fly up nicely, just like so. And it's really that easy for this fly. Super easy tie, very, very productive in terms of when there is a hatch. Fish love the Purple Haze. So go ahead and give it a try. Like I said, once you get this down, you can add color, you can add dubbing to the body, you can do a bunch of different stuff to this. The parachute atoms crush it, so the purple variation is great, the Purple Haze. Like I said, add some olive in there for a BWO. You can get a bigger hook size, put some red on for those quills when they're popping off. So go ahead, have fun, and I hope this helped.